Talking about Flatlays again today, this time how to make it from scratch if you don't have an appropriate background image that you can use. So thank you very much for the question, and let's see how we can answer it. Let's go. Okay, let's go to Canva, create, and I don't know, it doesn't matter, you can always resize. This is Canva Tips for Authors, where we show authors how to use Canva for their book marketing. If you would like to talk to other authors about how to use Canva, come join the Facebook group. The link is in the description. And thank you very much to everyone who supports me by buying me a cup of coffee using the super thanks. The question was, how do you make a flat lay when you need elements, when you can't find something that is appropriate for your book? How do you make it from scratch? So I'm going to make one for the wrong book. Let's do that. So I've got a book that's set in the seaside, so we could have sand flat lay. Let's have a look, see if we can find one. Oh, there we go. Lots of pictures of sand. These are all pro, which is a bit annoying. Let's see if we can find one that's free. You get a lot more choice if you use Canva Pro, but yeah, let's go for a free one. If you want to try Canva Pro for free, I have a 30-day free trial. The link is in the description. All right. So we got some sand, but normally we just use that. But for the purposes of this, we're talking about where we don't have an appropriate image to use. So there, we got some sand, so that's quite a nice background to have. And then we're going to add some, let's find a starfish. And the thing to look for in this is cutouts only. So cutouts only should give you, oh well, starfish. Oh, that's star fruit. That's not starfish. And that's not cutouts only. That's very annoying. Let's get rid of the free. Okay, there we go. That's better. So I guess there aren't any free cutouts of starfish. So, oh, that's pretty. So I'm going to use Canva Pro Elements simply because I couldn't find any free ones. Okay, so that's one. There's a starfish. Let's rotate it slightly, I think. That may be a shell. Elements. Shell. There's a few free ones in the shells, which is quite nice. So that's a nice one. Actually, I quite like this one. Ah, that's not cut out. All right, background remover. Background remover again is a pro thing. Let's duplicate this. And the book cover that I would normally put on here, I can't show you yet because I haven't done the cover review, but the cover is mainly blue. Hence all the blue elements that I'm choosing. There we go. Put that somewhere, and it's always nice to have something that people can recognize, a humanizing element, as they call it. There we go. Rotate them, make them about the right size. Right, so now you've got the beginnings of a flat lay that you can use for this particular book. I'm going to make these bigger because I want the sunglasses to be a bit more obvious. Okay. Okay. Now we need to add the shadows. The only thing that already has a shadow is this here. Although there's a little bit of shadow in this one. So what we might need to do is to rotate this to get the shadows to match. Is that roughly the same direction? It's not as wildly wrong as the other one was. So there we go, that one. And then these guys, we can add a shadow edit. Shadows. Drop shadow. Okay, so we're going to get the distance much, much closer because something like that. Okay, and we change the angle till it matches where we are with the starfish there. That'll probably do. And it's quite a sharp shadow, so we take the blur amount back a bit. And the intensity down a bit. There. Be up a bit more. Yeah. Here we go. Take the blur up a little bit to make it even lighter. Okay. Now let's move the background a tiny bit so that there we go. That's all. Actually, what I might do is get rid of the starfish. They look a bit weird and randomly placed. We're going to do the same for this. Now, because this is roughly the same image, let's take this, copy, paste, and it should do what we need it to do. Yeah, except it put it in the wrong place. So let's fiddle about with the shadows again. I know I go on about shadows quite a lot, but it's just a thing that when you get it wrong, it looks really obvious. Okay. Right, and then we do the same for find a book cover. Like I say, I can't show you the actual book cover, so we're going to have to use an old book. Oh, we might be able to cover this thing up nicely. There we go. That's a very nice beach reads vibe. Let's do the same for this. Let's see what that looks like. Maybe not. Control Z. Edit. Shadows. Drop. And edit. Blur amount up. Angle is actually fine. Distance up a tiny bit. Intensity down a bit. There we go. Oh, now the book looks kind of small next to these things, doesn't it? Let's make these smaller. There we go. A flat lay that you've made from scratch using elements that you've got in Canva. If you found this useful, tell all your friends, and I'll see you in the next video.